girl talk lives where we just come on and we just chit chat, do some girl talks late night. We just got off of our podcast. It went well. We're sipping some wine, so now my head hurts. Ugh. But
You sipping wine by yourself. I'm not sipping nothing. My
yeah,
head
she
don't
over
hurt.
there dry.
My head don't hurt for that reason. Thank you.
Oh, it's okay. It's worth it. I'll take it. My head hardly ever hurts, so I'll take the once a year headache that I get.
Okay. So, sis, question: are we gonna kind of see how the
That's
goes?
why I asked you: are we gonna wait and see if anyone comes before
Um,
we?
we can probably start the first topic, and maybe if it's because is it showing you how many minutes it is already on your thing? Yeah, it's showing you. Like you said, right now it's already at a minute. So
It's just been a
I would
minute.
say, what's a number you want to give it? That way we can ask the question, and probably drag the question to that amount of time.
Um, I don't know. I don't go live, so
You want to give it 3 minutes, 4 minutes? What type of
for
minute?
me, we can give it. It's about to be 2 minutes, so I guess three. I don't know.
Okay.
Um, yeah, we
I
can.
would say if you want, you can go ahead and probably start the first question, and then we just kind of talk it out. Maybe give it about 5 minutes to see what we given, and if not, then it's your call.
Okay, yeah.
We can either keep going or
Call it quits. Okay, heard you. All right.
no. Try the other way we spoke about if it gets to 5 minutes and you want to do that.
Okay. All right. So 5 minutes. Heard. All right. So the first topic I want to talk about, I shouldn't say topic because.
That wine did you in, babe.
For real? Oh, no. Hold on. Let me fix myself. Ooh.
The wine, I'm like you. It's giving like you down and out. I
I
mean,
told you that I'm so
I'm
tired.
like, why would you drink the wine?
I drink wine almost every time
I
that
know
we.
so, but you are already tired, and then drinking the wine as you're sipping more wine is only going to make you more tired. So wine really winds you down. That's why the doctor tell you to have a glass of red wine
You
before bed.
cutting into the 5 minutes you done gave me
I'm
before you kick
sorry,
me off here.
my
So
bad.
I
Oh,
want to.
somebody don't like the live already. Thank
Hi
y'all for
guys and
coming.
welcome. We're doing a girl talk. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys are what is a trending hairstyle that the girls are
Um.
wearing.
Oh, people are popping in. Wait a minute. The chat
Hi
going a
guys,
little
thanks for
fast.
liking. Make sure y'all heart this live too when y'all come in. Give us
Yeah.
some
Okay.
hearts.
Hold on. Kaden said, "Do y'all have kids?" Actually, Kaden. Oh, it's 25 people here. So
Oh,
okay, great.
okay. Hi
All right.
guys, welcome.
Kaden, you says, do y'all
Yes, I
have
have a
kids?
son.
Yes, we have a kid. How old do you think our kid is? You could guess that down below.
Yeah, guess how old you think our kids is?
Okay, and then Rat said hi. Say hi.
He say,
Surprise.
is one of you
Hello.
pregnant?
Oh, baby, wait a minute. Let me
No,
sit up.
sir.
No, I'm not. It's the
No,
way I'm
sir.
sitting.
No, sir. It's not giving. It's not giving pregnant. I'm sorry.
It's
It's
not
not.
giving. It's not
Mm-mm.
giving that. I'm just
It's
slouched. I'm in.
summer.
I'm in my bed. That's all
Being
it's
pregnant
giving.
during summertime is so ghetto. Like, no shades to the pregnant ladies, but no, that is just
Okay.
crazy.
Can you do the download dog for an edit?
Oh no.
Uh-uh.
Oh gosh, don't read the next one, sis, because you read
I showed it.
everything.
I said,
Do
wait a
not read the
minute.
next. Do
No,
not read the next
Kaden.
one. And Kaden is
Kaden.
clearly a
We
bot. Don't
are
even
not
keep
pregnant,
repeating stuff.
Kaden. No, we're having a conversation about girl talk, Kaden. The answer is nobody. We're not
Going on,
pregnant.
Kaden.
No, no, going on.
This is girl talk, okay? But guys, you can contribute. So let's move on. Pretend to. All right, let's not
All
pretend, Kaden.
right, go on to the girl talk.
All right, let's talk, sir.
Oh,
Cause
while y'all are popping in, don't forget to follow us both as well.
yes, follow us.
I don't know how to tell them to do the
I'm just
thing.
kidding. I'm just a diva. Wait, what
Um,
you said? Oh, a diva. A diva. So you a girl?
how you do? I don't know, but wherever you guys are following us from, don't forget to go on our personal page and actually follow our content page as well.
Yeah, check us out. Like I say, heart this live. Yeah, supersize that ain't happening. So it's okay. We'll live without that subscribe. You do not have to subscribe. You specifically don't have to subscribe. That's okay. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about. because we never
Okay.
entertain
I'm gonna go
these
back in my
people.
comfortable spot. I'm slouching in my bed. I'm not pregnant. I'm just
What's
slouching.
the trending? This okay, sis. Do not let them get into your head. You don't
See?
even
Oh
look
no, I ain't
pregnant.
pregnant, babe. I'm only two. Hey girlies.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
girl.
So what
So,
are you saying?
what's a trending hairstyle that you love that's going on right now? Like, what's a trending hairstyle that the girls are wearing or the guys? I don't know. Guys don't wear too many different
Is the
hairstyles.
leave out leaving out?
So the leave out, the girls are bringing leave outs back. Yes,
Is the leave
sis.
out leaving out or
No, it's included.
it's included two
It's
for one?
included.
Oh, okay. Two for one special, thank you.
So that's one of your
I would
favorites.
say I feel like a hairstyle that I like, I do like me a bust down, like really, really long hair. But I feel like during
Hmm.
the summertime, it just doesn't make sense to do that. Like, it would make sense to do like braids or something light and airy. But I love me a middle part bust down or like a cute, like deep side part, like straight
Hmm.
hair
That
or
is cute.
something. I love straight hair or something. For the summertime, I feel like a short something for the summertime. I feel like is short and like curly, like something short and curly, like a flip over method. I think that's super super cute as well.
Yeah, for me, I like the flip over. What you might call it? Say low tape fade. Oh, for the fellas, a low tape fade. Okay,
A
okay.
fade do be cute. Wait a
You
minute.
can't go wrong with that. You
I feel
cannot go
like
wrong with that.
you can't, but I feel like also too. It's the what's the one where they had a um. Is that the tape where they had the white line? Is that the one? You know the little white, the little chalk
Be
dust.
quiet with the black spray. So,
No,
furry. Do your barber use the black spray on your hairline?
you only use a black spray if you don't got no edges. That's when they have to bring it out to
No,
make the
I don't think
box.
so. I think it's to make it all even.
That's if you don't have any edges. There's people who naturally have edges, so you don't need the black spray. The black spray is if you
So why
don't
so
have
many
edges.
men getting it? So all of them ain't got no edges.
Because you know how it's
It's
you're
time to
trying
go
to
to
get
bed,
that
baby.
you're trying to get the perfect like edge. So I
I'll
feel
be
like
there
that's why
soon.
they do the black. See, he doesn't use it right. It's
Low taper
only
fade
for
with the ball fade. Wait, he said no.
he
Oh, he
said
said
no,
no.
right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay. So you
yeah.
got some good edges, a good hairline.
I
I
bet you
don't
he
think
don't
men say edges. I think that's
no,
just us.
it's called a tape
Tape
something.
line or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Their hairline. Just say hairline.
Hairline,
Okay,
yeah.
he said low tape fade with a ball fade. Yes, where it's like faded on the
Look,
side.
faded on the back, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I might
Ooh,
can
is that what Aaron Pierre have? You know Aaron Pierre Mufasa?
yeah. And I think he got a little wave to it, to a little body wave or
Uh
something.
huh.
A
That's
little
just his
soft
hair
wave.
texture.
Yeah.
Okay, I do like that look for the fellas.
I
I
like
do.
that, and I feel like dreads, like something like a nice,
Some
like
nice,
dreads,
well kept locks.
retwisted dreads is the way to go.
Yeah, not dusty looking. I get when you like in between a retwist, but like I like
Yeah,
when they look real nice, like they just got retwisted or they keep up
right.
with them.
Hmm.
Agree.
I like the
Okay.
thing too that be the little jawline that be coming all the way down here.
Oh,
The
a
little,
nice connected
the,
beard.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
Okay,
be looking
sis.
like something.
I didn't think we was even gonna get into the men's, but we got men's on here, so I'm like, yeah. Oh, he said his hairline is jacked.
Well,
So
all
why
right
your
then,
barber don't put
sir.
that black spray?
Go on ahead with the black spray, buddy. They'll do
Please
you in.
tell your barber to give you the black spray special.
You got this. It's all right. We
This
here with
man say
you.
my hairline is jacked. Like, tell your barber to give you the black spray special. I just know the haircut did not give when you.
Once you get the black spray, that's gonna fix all the. It's all right.
Yeah,
On
it's gonna
God.
be good once he put that black spray.
That was
He just can't overdo it.
oh
Listen,
my
we a
God.
man. Okay, for the ladies, I like the little flip over
Poofy.
weave. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's cute. It eats. I don't know if I would ever get it, but it's so cute when it's done right. It's cute
Yeah.
with short hair,
Mm-hmm.
long hair. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love it with the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's I think one of my favorites. And then obviously like braids. Like it's summertime, so like the long braids.
Right.
I would never get mine as long as the girls be getting them, but it's cute on y'all. The long.
Thank you. Touch my calf, please.
I
That gives
cannot.
a steady. It gives vacation.
I,
It gives that girl.
it's
It's
too
so.
hot. Uh-uh.
It gives
And then when y'all
vacation.
pull them up, I just know y'all head be heavy. Mm-mm.
Well, no, because if you buy a certain kind of pet, the hair is already pre-thinned. So therefore, when you do put it in, it's not as heavy. Now, if you buy the pet that's not pre-thinned and you try to thin
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
it is
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
heavy. Yeah.
First, what do you think about the economy now? Um,
Okay, you want me to go first?
yeah, but it's to hell. That's what I think about it. But yeah, you can
Uh-huh.
elaborate.
That's where it's gonna go to hell if you don't pray. I would say me personally, I feel like when it comes to the economy, I I just say it can be better. I will say that it can be better.
Mm,
Is it beneficial to some people? I feel like yes, more than some. But I feel like it also depends on the companies because you know a lot of times with a lot of changes now with everything that's in office, some companies are going to be losing businesses and some companies are going to be gaining businesses. So I feel like it depends on the company you work for. Is this a time for you to work for yourself? I would say yes because according to how the
mm-hmm,
economy is going, when you're an entrepreneur and you're making your own money, the economy works for you right now. Now, if you're a typical 9 to 5 girl or a typical 9 to 5 man, I feel like you're gonna have to labor and work more harder in a situation that you wouldn't have to, depending on who's in government and who's in leadership. So me personally, I feel like I would be I'm more so on the side of it working out for us, people that are like 9 to 5ers and people that are kind of coming into their being, but I just feel like it's not good right now. I feel like it's not good. I feel like a lot of things can be done differently. I feel like a lot of people in power could probably speak up more or probably address more and kind of valet for the smaller people, the middle class, the lower class. I feel like a
mm-hmm,
lot more can be done, but I feel like now it's a lot more pressure that's put on us when it comes to us buying groceries.
mm-hmm,
Prices have gone up now. The A lot of people that do what is it called, like the freight, the people that go with the trucks and pick up like a
mm-hmm,
lot of the things and the imported goods, they're already kind of warning us and saying like, hey, typically something that would take. I saw a video of a guy that has been in this business for a long time trucking, where he goes, he picks up our goods, like toiletries and everything, and food, and he's like, usually when I go to the docks, I'm there 4 hours or half a day. This time he went and he's like, I left it under an hour, and he's like, at that point in time, he started telling his family, he started telling his friends like, hey, y'all need to start stocking up because things are going low. And again,
mm-hmm.
it's coming from someone who's working in the industry. So it's a little bit more well received when you can see people who are working every day versus hearing about it. And I feel like too with politics and everything, it is a touchy subject because I feel like um a lot of times things can be said to kind of create fear and
Chaos.
create chaos, right? To kind of control the mass in a way and to be dependent on people in government. So for me, like I tend to not watch the news. Like if it's not something relating to like hurricane
So
or
don't.
something that's like urgent, I don't watch the news because I feel like all it does is create this mass fear and this like, you know, it's like you don't know what to do next. You don't know if you have a job today. You don't know if you have a job tomorrow. It creates fear. So for that purpose, I stay away from the news unless I feel like, okay, maybe I need to pay attention or tune into something that can affect me. And like you said, keep your head down until you gotta, do what you gotta do, basically. So that's how I feel. It's not the best, and I feel like it can be better for the whole masses. Rich folks, middle class, lower class. I feel like it could just be managed better.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like people, specifically the lower middle class, are overworked and underpaid. That's just what
Mhm.
it is. Overworked, underpaid. It's like prices are going up, but people are still having to work for the same wage. Like the
Right,
wages aren't going up, but prices are going up. Cost of living going up, but yet they still seeing the same paychecks, and it just don't make sense. I feel like
right,
after a while, people might start, doing things that maybe aren't legal because it's like
yeah,
it's so hard out here.
right,
And I just feel like the only people right now who are probably okay are the rich,
right,
because the middle class is suffering. People who are making 50, 55, 60, where they were used to being able to live comfortably are now like living paycheck to paycheck. So
right,
it's just really, really hard. And like you said, like people might gotta start working for themselves and start getting into things that will allow them to generate like residual income or passive
right.
income, because just your 9 to 5 just is not cutting it.
It's
One
not.
alone, people are getting 2, 3 jobs out here. It's so bad.
Right,
Literally,
right.
your whole life is working and coming home.
Um,
That is not a life.
it's not. It's
That's not
not.
a life.
You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to
Mm-mm.
work to die. You know, you're supposed to work and
Yeah.
enjoy
They don't even have
your
time to
money.
live because they're trying to make sure
Right.
the lights stay on and the rent get paid, and
Right.
and not everybody can just go and negotiate and be like, all right, I ain't got it today. Can I bring my rent tomorrow?
Right.
Most landlords and apartment complex, they not finna hear that.
They,
They want
right.
their money on time. They don't care that you had to rob Peter to pay Paul. Do whatever you gotta do to give them their money. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard times out here for people, for all, like you say, for all of the classes, but mainly like the lower and
The
middle
metal.
class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I
just
will
really, really hard.
say, I will say also too, like I can give two prime examples. For one, the other day I went to Walmart and I bought a case. I always buy, like I don't know how y'all buy y'all eggs, but for me, I buy cage-free eggs because I like chickens
Yeah.
that eat outside. It just feels more natural to me versus like processed, hormonal chickens
Mhm.
and eggs. So I buy that. So the price is a little bit different. And tell me why I came home, picked up the case of eggs, and every last egg dropped except for one. I promise I ain't went back to the store in 2 weeks. I said, oh, that's just gonna have to wait. So for me, it's like the smallest things that you eat on a day-to-day basis, the prices have gone up. So baby, I had to do what I asked for 2 weeks. Could I have went back and afforded? Yes. But that was
Yeah.
just me being like, okay, damn, like I just felt like I threw away $7 in eggs. And I'm like, damn, eggs used to
Girl,
be
eggs are
two.
expensive to be dropping a whole case.
Right.
I would
And
have
you
just went back to the store as long as you had your receipt and just be like, I
I
didn't
picked
check
up
my
the
eggs.
whole I picked up the whole case, everything dropped, and I looked at the eggs looking at me, and I looked at them, they
You
looked
should have
at
went back
me.
to the store and just
And
been
I
like,
had to clean up the egg. And I'm sitting there like, how do I pick up? But you know what? It's not the typical case where you just pick up the eggs where it's like a
I know it was a hard
the
class.
one
That's the eggs that I
it's
be buying
it's it's
sometimes.
the ones that's like flip over and then flip
Yeah.
over. So I picked it up moving quickly to get it in the fridge. Dropped. I had one egg. And when I tell you, boy, I enjoyed that one egg. I said,
And
yeah.
those are so hard to break because they're like double protected. I love those. I know the ones you're talking
I
about. I used to
picked it
buy those
up.
exact
I
ones.
picked it up from the top and it flipped over and I was so upset. But that's what I'm explaining. Like buying eggs that used to be $2, $3 is now like $7, $8.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like I get it too. I have neighbors that raise their chicken, like they have a whole chicken coop. They raise their chicken and get their eggs because it's too expensive to do. So they just went ahead and got some chickens, build up everything, and now which is understandable. So like you say, you're kind of having to make a way out of no way because
Mm-hmm.
you're not wanting to go to the stores and pay for these things. You're starting to have to grow your fruits and vegetables at home because it's too high in price for you to even what is it? Is it grapes or cherries? I think cherries be like
Cherries,
eight,
$8.
$9. Yeah, with taxes. And I'm like, God damn, like what y'all
I
did? Y'all
love
just
cherries.
right, you
Now,
just
if I'm at the self checkout, I'm gonna bring that price down off rip.
all right. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pay the $9
I'm bring it down. But if
I'm
I'm
like,
not,
no.
I'm
Now
gonna
what
have to eat it or eat that
What
price
what
up
I
or don't
will
get it.
do, I will take less in my bag, but then again, I'm just thinking like, damn. I mean, I do get it. It is like the workers and stuff have to go out. I do get it. It's all a part of labor too. But it's like, well, you just went on a tree, picked the cherry, put it in the basket. We got it
But
in the
what, like,
store.
why cherries more than grapes though? Are they like a delicacy type of fruit or
I
something?
don't know. I think it's probably maybe by a pound, just
Rare.
like how we pay for it by the pound. Maybe it's also like paid for by the pound in
Oh yeah, because
cases when it
cherries are
comes.
denser and
Right,
bigger.
right, right. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, when it comes to that, it's a lot. When it comes to just groceries in general, usually like they said, when you go to the store, you could buy $300 worth of grocery will get you by for like a good 2 weeks or so. Now you spend $400 without even buying meat and stuff like that, and you're sitting here like, okay, well, if you got to look at your receipt at the end and be like, damn, what did I buy? You know for a fact, like.
You ain't gotta look at the receipt, baby. When you get home and you unload the stuff, you be like, "What
Right,
is
like
this?"
right. It doesn't make sense. The money doesn't
Uh
make sense
huh.
for what you're getting for the groceries no more now.
It makes no sense.
But
Yeah. So
yeah,
I hope that answers your question, Furry, of
right.
how we think about this economy, child.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move into, since we have men on here, I want to talk about how do you, because this is something we can all talk about. Like, do you find yourself online often, maybe comparing yourself to like what you see? And if not, like, how do you stop yourself from comparing?
So for me, I don't look at it as comparing, because when you start to compare yourself to someone, you're starting to lose your value, because what happened is you're looking at like, dang, I wish I could, do this and X, Y, and Z. But like a lot of people, we don't know how long they stayed on their knees and prayed. We don't know
Mhm.
how many things they went through. We don't know what they had to do to get where they are. And it's like,
Mhm.
everybody's path is going to be differently. So for me, it's like I look at, like, for example, I'm gonna bring up Kai Cenat. I love me some Kai. As
Uh-huh.
much
Bring
as
him
I'm
up,
like,
child. It's okay.
right, as much as I'm like, he's younger, he's, we're both under 30, by the way. So we're still in that age group, but he's a little bit younger than we are. And for me, it's like he's such an inspiration. Like, he doesn't understand. When I knew he was a big figure, he came back to, it was a year we're in New York, and he came back one year. And because he had money and everything, he decided to buy a whole bunch of PS5s and all that stuff. And he just wanted to come back and give to his community. He
Mhm.
came there with no security. He's thinking like, he just popped on Instagram like, hey, show up. I'm just giving this away. And the whole New York came out, and it was a whole riot. And he kind of got in trouble for that. And then it's like, for me, I was there at the time during the riot, because I was trying to get on down to Union Square, and the cops was like, you can't go this way. And I said, why not? And then I found out on the news what happened. So
Mm.
it's like, for me, as young as he is and for all that he's been through, I feel like he's always looking out for people. He's always trying to, like, he's made it. So now it's like he's finding ways to give back to the community. He's finding ways to be um like, and set an example for the younger people and for the older people, because the way that he's
Mhm.
influenced like the older generation, like Snoop, Kevin Hart, all of them, it's like you would never think that they would look up to him as much as they do. But because he's been such a good positive energy, sometimes when he does these creative things and I think about it and I'm like, oh my God, like, that's so genius. Like, because it's being done for the first time, you can see that he's doing things with a genuine heart. So for
Mhm.
those reasons, it's like I'm more so, even though he's younger than me and they always say the older folks are wiser, I look up to the fact that he's setting a great example for younger boys that are coming up. He's setting a younger example for younger girls that are coming up. He's trying to get the girls more so into the streamer world. He's
Mhm.
trying to help people benefit financially, and he's trying to teach you literacy. Like, everything may seem like a joke online and his life may seem very, one dimensional sometimes, where it's just, he's streaming. Oh, he's just a streamer. But a lot of times it's like a lot of older people wish they could do what he does. And he does
Mhm.
it so gracefully. Like, his thing is to pour into other people and instill the generation coming up. And I'm inspired by that, because I'm just like, oh my God, he don't have to do
Mhm.
none of this. Like, he could just keep his money to himself, do what he gotta do for his family. But he made sure his family is good. He made sure all his friends and their family is good. And it's like he doesn't understand that. I'm pretty sure he does, but it's like the more you pour into people, the bigger your blessings get, to the
Mhm.
point that like he's blessing other people just because the strength of him wanting to do it. He's not doing it because he's getting paid to. He's doing it because he wants to do it. So you
Mhm.
got to think, like, when you're coming from a humble background of where he's coming from, his, being with his mom, single mom, 4 kids, it's like when you hear what he's gone through and you see how giving and how um such an influential like figure he is in the community, you could never look at him and think that he's gone through something. But because he's
Yeah.
gone through something, it has humbled him so much that he can become an inspiration to others. So when I see big content creators kind of stepping into like new eras like YouTube and TikTok and Twitch, and like when they're doing all these things, I myself am motivated and I'm just like, okay, like, you know what? You may not be doing what they're doing. You may not be on the same path that they're on, but you're so like enlightened, you're encouraged, because you're like, oh my God, like, they're so young. Like, you hear them talk about, oh, I did this for 7 8 years, and you're thinking like, dang, I'm only a year or two in. And it's
Mhm.
like, it gives you more encouragement. Like, it may not happen for you right now, but that doesn't mean it won't happen later. For
Mhm.
some people's blessings happen right now, some people's blessings happen later. But when it does happen, you're able to reflect and look back and be like, damn, like, I do see why now it took me so long. Because
Mhm.
sometimes we all need a story to get to where we're going. If you just
Mhm.
get to where you're going easily, I feel like a lot of times you won't appreciate it. You won't hang on to that blessing. You won't know how to bless others because it came so easily. But when you
Mhm.
time kind of took your time and you grind, you put in the work, you put in the sleepless night, and people really see you for who you are, it's like people can appreciate you more, and you're gonna naturally just gravitate to those people and help those people. So that's my thoughts on it. I just feel like when you see people doing good, you keep congratulating them and you follow not in their footsteps directly, but you may be inspired by what they're doing and how can I take inspiration from that and make it my own. There you
Mhm.
go.
I agree, sis. My phone gonna die, so I'm sitting here like, all right, sis, wrap this up.
Oh,
Like,
my
let me
bad.
say it. You know you long winded.
I am.
My phone. I don't even know what it's on, and I don't want to swipe down and then mess the
Swipe
live
down.
up.
No, swipe down and check real quick. You can. You should be
It ain't gonna
fine.
mess up.
No, it should be okay. Just swipe down and swipe up real quick.
It's not showing me.
You got to swipe on the right side of your screen.
Okay, that's where my light is. Okay, so
Yeah, I agree, Furry. Just be creative in your own way. Yep, that'll
yeah,
resonate with
I feel
people.
like it's natural. We all have at one point compared to like, dang, I wish I could have this. I wish I was where they
Right.
are. I'm gonna tell you right now,
I
the
know
internet
you
is not real.
right.
And some of the people that you be sitting there admiring and saying like, dang, like I wish like I had this life, or I wish I had some of these things that they're having, was able to enjoy, like they're able to enjoy their life. You don't know, these very same people could be depressed. They could be not in a good, like, I can't, oh, she's muted herself. They could be not like in a great space at all in life. And they're presenting all the good to you. So online, you're gonna only see the good of a person. No one's
Yeah.
gonna come on and be like, dang, I barely could pay my rent last month.
Right.
Dang, my car got a flat tire. Dang, my kids acting up. No one's gonna be telling you all the bad. They only gonna show you the good.
Right.
So you just have to remember that what you see is only what people want you to see. So
True.
don't go online comparing yourself and like, dang, I'm not where I need to be. Look at them, they're my age and they're this far, whatever. Like
Right.
Chanel said, you don't know how many times they had to get down on their knees and pray for that. You don't know literally what hard path they had to
Yeah.
get to that point in life. So you just have to remember that everyone's journey is different. And like
Right.
you said, Chanel, like some people, it may seem like it's overnight. And for
Mhm.
others, we got to take the stairs, can't take the elevator. And
Right.
it's okay. You'll get there when you're meant to get there. And
True.
like you say, if you get there too early, you may fumble, you may not truly value or appreciate it. And it's also harder to encourage the next person when things just came so easily to you.
Right.
Because it's like, when you go to tell them how it happened for you, they probably gonna be like, okay, well, I can't relate to that because it's not happening
Right.
that fast for me.
Right.
Versus when you can come and you said, listen, this was my journey. It wasn't easy. I had to go through this, that, and the third. Finally, I got to this point. Then it's like, you know what? Maybe life ain't all so bad because I didn't have to go
Right.
through all of that.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Right.
I'm sitting here complaining and you actually kind of had it worse, so you just have to just remember that the internet ain't real and everybody
That's
got their
true.
own journey and you're going
At
to
the end
get
of
to
the
where you
day.
need to go.
Mm-hmm. I
That's my
agree.
take. And I'm going to have to wrap this up now because, like I said, my phone is low. I think we discussed enough. You good? Or you got more you need to discuss?
No, I was gonna say to do one of the last girl talk thing to to wrap
You
it up.
really, really, really want to talk about that?
Um,
If it's something you really, really, really want to talk about, sure. Just
well,
be
just
mindful of
swipe
my
down.
phone.
I'm saying swipe down your phone so you can see. Is what I'm saying. Like move your light and swipe down the phone. See, how much time you got left on the
It's
battery.
giving you want to be on here. Thanks for the likes, guys. I have 34%.
Look, we getting extra lights and everything,
Send us some
girl.
hearts. I don't even see the hearts when they come. Oh, yes,
No,
I do.
it don't hurt on here. It's just a light.
No, you can send hearts. I'll be on live on other people's lives. You can
Uh-huh.
send a red heart.
Oh,
It's on this side of the screen.
I don't know how to do all
All
that,
right,
but
guys. So this is Girl Talk with us. This is our last Girl Talk question I want to discuss with you guys. Feel
oh, there go
free.
the heart. I see the heart now.
You see it? Oh, I
Yeah,
don't even see. Oh, I see it now. Thank you for
yeah,
the hearts. Okay,
right.
so for the last question, fellas, you
Mhm.
can tune in as well. You can contribute.
Okay.
So, do you feel, for the ladies, do you feel it's difficult to be feminine in today's times with all with all that's expected of you? And men, do you feel like it's easy to be masculine during these times with all that's expected of you?
I'm about to say that's the question you chose. We couldn't choose something that was a little bit more
No, I sent you the topics and you said you were okay with them.
um this one requires me to like really think. Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so mine is simple. I don't even gotta be long winded. I feel like, yes, it is difficult to be feminine because the world expects so much out of us as women. It's like my version of being feminine, we gotta start with the definition. I just feel like
Right.
feminine for me is literally not having to do anything hardcore, like any hard task, being able to just, I don't know, like maneuver with like the duties of, I don't, let me not say that.
You see, that's why I
Let me
said
not get into
it
gender roles.
requires some thinking. That's what I'm
Okay,
like.
so it's like I know what I want to say, but it's hard to get it out. But like
Okay.
as a woman, I just feel like we should not have to be sitting here like worried or having to stress with bills, having to like stress with doing like hard tasks that like a man should be coming in and like, you know what I'm saying, do it for us. We shouldn't be out here vacuuming our cars. Like we should, our men should be able to take care of that for us. Like, I don't know, just simple stuff. Also, in this economy, we can bring back to the economy. When this economy is so hard to really be feminine because like you kind of have to like step up more and do more like masculine things
Okay.
versus being able to just embrace your feminine era. Like just be a girl. We can't just be a girl in today's times. I feel like we have to be so many things. We have to be a woman, a mom, a girlfriend, a wife, a sister, a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a good coworker. You just have to be so many things to so many people. We ain't really able to just sit.
So I don't know, Sue, but everything you said, I made about like 5 different comebacks in my mind. I've been trying to talk. I'm like, hold your thoughts, hold your thoughts.
Please hold your thoughts because I listen when you get long
Okay.
winded. All right, come
Um.
on.
Okay. So for one, I agree to disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. So you're saying like, is it difficult to be feminine to some extent? Now, if you have a man, I feel like yes, he should step up and do some of those things. But babe, for someone who well.
See, you gotta be careful
Um,
with your
no,
words.
no, I am being careful with my words. But for example, it's like I feel like as a female, you should still know certain things. Like for me, baby, I know how to change a tire. You're not gonna catch me stranded on the side of the street waiting for a man to do nothing. I'm gonna
Okay,
get
let
where
me
I
hold my
go.
tongue.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I feel like is it mandatory that all women should know how to change a tire? I say yes. Should you have
No.
to? Okay, hear me out. Should you wait? Should you have to do it? No, but should you know how to do it? Yes, because let's say, for example, you just decide to get up one day, you're like, oh, I'm about to go on this road trip. Don't tell nobody. It's a solo thing you're doing, da 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 da. Now you go out of state, you cross, county lines, and now your car break down. Yes, you can call a tow truck, but you also could be stranded for hours, or you could go get that jack in the back. You could put that on the car. You could change that little donut and be on your way in 30 minutes or an hour. Are you gonna sit there and wait for 3 hours if you know how to do something? It's also not hard. Like I feel like electronic and phones have made things so easy. You can go on Chat GPT. You can go on YouTube. It'll show you step by step how to do it. So I feel like yes, as a female, you shouldn't have to do those things. Is it important to know how to do that? Yes, just in case of emergency. I don't want to domesticate myself so much that I'm too much of a girl that I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna touch a tire. I'm not fun to sit 10 hours and wait on nobody to come change my tire either. Again, that's just me. If I got somewhere to go, I'm going to make the effort to do it. Okay. So I feel like, should you know how to do it? Yes, a woman should know. Again, you're not going to have 4 tires blow out on you at the same time. Maybe one, maybe just like how you put a little air in the tire. You don't need a man to come and be like, yeah, let me go pay $3 and put air. You don't need that. So as a female,
Mm-hmm.
just how you can go and put air in your tire, I feel like it should be some kind of like you should be knowledgeable when it comes to your car. Now, when it comes to like the brake, the oil, I'll give you a pass on that. Like I feel like that's more so a man's job. But when it comes to a tire, I just feel like it makes sense to know how to do it if you're in a situation where you can help yourself. Most times as a female, you don't accept help from strangers. A tow truck might not get to you. Not everybody's gonna have triple A, babe, because I don't. So and then when I call my insurance, they find everything. Oh, well, we don't cover that. Really? Because in my plan it says you do, and they give you the runaround. So I feel like you should know how to do it in situations like that. Again, you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have to do it, but you should know how if you're placed in a situation. That's just me per se when it comes to that. Boom. Now, when it comes to other things like paying the bills and stuff, my opinions might be different. Once upon a time, I would say a man should do 50-50. Am I opposed to that? No, because if we make around the same amount, I mean, it makes sense. But me, if I'm home, I'm taking care of the home, I'm working a full time job, you're working a full time job. I feel like if I'm asking for a little bit of help around the house and I'm taking care of the kids, I'm cooking, I'm doing this, I feel like as a man, you do need to step up and say, okay, you know what, babe, since you're doing this, I'm going to step up and take a little bit more than that 50%. I might do 60/40, I might do 80/20. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not going to be as realistic. Can you find a man that could do 100%? Great. Can you find a man that could do 80? Again, I'm not 100% opposed to it, but I feel like when it comes to that, I'd be more okay with kind of doing the softer role as a female and having him take care of like the major bills and the major things in the home. But there's just some things I feel like a woman should know how to do in case of emergencies. Not mandatory, but attire I feel like should be. Okay. That's my thoughts
That's
on.
everything. Okay, so I think you're misinterpreting. Okay, so when I think of like being able to embrace your feminine era, I feel like as women, we don't get enough time for ourselves. We don't get enough time to really like pour into ourselves because we're so much of ourselves to other people. Like we're always emptying out our cup with so many other people and so many other roles that we're expected to do.
Okay.
So it's difficult to really embrace the feminine parts of us when we're expected to be all of these other parts. And yes, that may include doing some masculine things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I just feel like it's just not, I don't know, it's just not realistic these days just to be able to just embrace your feminine
Okay, so you're
era.
looking more so of like a woman
I'm
on
just
a
saying
dated
overall. Like it don't
on
have
a
to be
dated okay,
specific.
okay. So it's
Just
not like
overall.
it's not necessarily gender roles of what you should and shouldn't do.
Yeah.
It's more
No.
so like your take on things like having like being more what is it called like a soft girl era and things. I don't know.
Yes, it goes
For
into the
me,
soft girl era life. Yeah.
um I feel like for me, for example, it comes with a lot when it comes with me because I'm used to being so independent on my own that sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it's like when a man is in my life, I'm just like, okay, it's okay to step back and let him handle. It's like I got to talk
Mm-hmm.
myself through that because I'm so independent. It's like I don't depend on a man. So when a man is there, it's like, he may not feel like he's being a man. So
Yeah.
again, I feel like that can come off as being like, a lot of times men don't want to deal with an independent woman because they're so used to doing everything. So it's like, oh, you don't want to do this?
Exactly.
Oh,
Y'all
baby,
had
you
to
ain't got-"
embrace both
right,
masculine and feminine
right. So we've
energies and
we've
roles.
it ain't nothing to take out the trash. It's nothing to do this or the simple things you expect a man
Uh-huh.
to do. So I do feel like yes, sometimes it can be hard because you're kind like you said, you're stuck playing both roles. So when it is time for you to step back into the softer role, it's almost like you have to take a really like a alpha man, I want to say, or someone that's just like very much upfront with you for you to sit
Mm-hmm.
down and be like, okay, it's fine for me to let go and trust that person to do it. So I feel like it just
Mm-hmm.
depends. If you're in a relationship, like I said, it just depends on the roles that you play. You could both, play that role. Some people want a softer female. Some people want a female that does a lot more. So I feel like it just depends on who you're dealing with and how secure you are in yourself. You know when to step up, you know when to step back, and you still feel like you are in control at some point in time. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. And it doesn't always have to be like pertaining to relationships, just like in this world in general, like even when you're in the workspace or,
Mm,
just in general, it's like society expects one look of women, like one portrayal of women to be, but then it's like we're also expected to be this other person. So it's like, which version of us do you want? I don't know how to
right, right,
explain
right,
it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't
right.
know. It's like you have to also be able to speak up for yourself as well as a woman because we sometimes get played over. And so it's like sometimes you kind of have to embrace more masculine parts of yourself and you just want to be a girl. It's like, why can't I just be a girl? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I do understand. Us to take on less responsibility when it comes to things that someone else in their life could step into. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's everything. My phone's definitely probably on 10% now.
I gotta go take my dog out because he is cutting up outside.
Uh-huh. That's you wanted to do an extra question. All right,
We
y'all.
gotta
Thanks for
go.
joining, and we'll see y'all another
Don't
time.
forget to follow us also, y'all, on
Yes, follow
here.
us.
So
to see
and
more.
also we're gonna be trying to do these once a week as well. Pop
If
on here and
not
just
every
have
other.
or
Mm-hmm.
every other. We're gonna pop on here and have chats and talks and stuff. So y'all will be notified if you're following us. And we love thank you guys for also coming in and asking questions because that way we can interact and you guys can talk in the chat and we love that. So
Yes.
bye fairy, bye
But first, shout
everyone.
out to you, Furry. Thanks for
Right.
rocking with us the whole time
I
and
appreciate you.
engaging with us. Thank you. All right. Good night.
Bye y'all.